At one point we saw the CRO token actually in the top 20, like it ranked number 19, or I think it even got to like rank 17 here in 2025. But now, you might be frustrated if you're holding CRO. It's sitting down at rank number 26. It was above, I think it got to above a $10 billion market cap. Yeah, it got quite up there after the president announced that his media group was going to be buying the CRO tokens. Crypto.com was toting that. It got to 37 cents and it's back down to 14 cents right now and falling lower and lower in the rank down to 26. But I'm not giving up. I personally, I believe in the long-term vision for CRO. And again, today, we had another story come out, actually a few days ago, that I want to share with you guys. Just silently, as there's been a lot of doom and gloom thoughts in the crypto market, Crypto.com Custody and Luxo Foundation partner to deliver institutional grade staking. One more partnership after partnership, every single week, sometimes daily, sometimes every other day. You're seeing a new partnership come for Crypto.com because they are one of the top exchanges of choice. Think about all the FUD and all the fear that you've seen in these crypto markets out there lately. You see a lot of things going after Binance, and Coinbase has been a part of the conversation for them having to kind of shut down temporarily during the big crash, the $19 billion liquidation that happened. Robinhood had some issues in the $19 billion liquidation day. Crypto.com did not. And I think that that narrative alone is very strong for the CRO token. But again, this token's falling. Why? Well, I think it's very clear and simple and easy to understand that CRO can't go up if Bitcoin's falling down. That's just never how it's worked. And I don't know if that's how it's going to work. Now, on a daily time frame or within a week or in a month, that can happen, right? If an altcoin season comes, then CRO starts to outperform Bitcoin, probably. I think, not financial advice. Always do your own research, my friends. But generally, over the course of a few months, if Bitcoin's generally going up, CRO should generally be going up. If Bitcoin's generally going down, CRO should generally be going down, and likely it should be going down a little bit more. So I'm not too surprised when you look at the chart for Bitcoin, and we just go back all the way to the top of this thing. And we measure out where we're at right now. From the high to where we're at right now, Bitcoin's down 15%, which is crazy. It had a total correction of, you can't see that on the screen, but 17% from the high. CRO coin from the high is down 63%, and it had a total correction of 82% from the high. And that happened in a matter of 6 weeks, which is insane. This was like some kind of scam wick that we saw on a lot of altcoins. XRP even had a crazy wick as well. Not as drastic as CRO's, but still a 60% crash for XRP. So kind of putting it all together and putting it all in relation to one another. Not great to see that wick happened for CRO, but also if Bitcoin's falling, you're going to see your altcoins fall harder. Now, 80% is really crazy. There was some really suspicious liquidation event that Crypto.com is basically calling out the other exchanges. We saw that, but Crypto.com is not getting called out by any of the other players in the space for any, bad actor type stuff. In fact, we're seeing partnerships continue to happen. Now, the CEO, Chris, has been quite silent lately. October 13th was the last one where, they talked about the Central Bank of UAE and the SVF license, which is great. But we haven't really seen him commenting on the market. And this is interesting because we saw him saying that, 2026 is going to be really bullish. Now, in my video earlier today, I talked about how maybe the 4-year cycles are dead. And maybe they are. But maybe they're not. Maybe they're just a little bit different. They're always a little bit different. You can look back at what we had for Bitcoin in the last few bull markets, and let's just go to the weekly time frame. Here you go. Back in this 2013 top, you had this one kind of big blow off top. Actually, you kind of had two. There's one big dip and then another double one. In our 2017 bull market, you had this one Mount Everest like peak and then a brutal bear market. And then in this 2019 to 2021 peak, you had this weird double top. Now we've got like this weird like triple top. Maybe it goes one more leg up. It's always a little bit different, but generally we have had these 4-year cycles. We haven't seen a altcoin season yet. You haven't seen Crocoin take a new high. You barely saw Ethereum take a new high. And I think that's strange. And I don't think that's how this thing ends. It could, but I just don't think that this is how that thing ends. What I really believe, though, is that even if we don't have some kind of mega altcoin season, that Crocoin is going to be around for a long time. President's Media Group is buying it. We got a Kronos ETF coming out. Crypto.com is going to be one of the top exchanges in the world for a long time, in my opinion. And so I stay bullish on it. I'm kind of bullish on crypto too. That's why right now I am in a few longs playing around on BTCC right now. If you want to do some trading over on BTCC, it's super easy to use. And there is a deposit bonus affiliate link that we have in the description of the video for you guys. A 10% deposit bonus on first time deposits for anybody to take advantage of that hasn't deposited yet on this exchange and tried this exchange. And there's extra bonuses up to $10,055 per user. And then there's some other community rewards available. So you can check that out, and you can do up to 500x leverage over there, which is a lot, if you're trying to do some really quick in and out trades. But these are some of the things that I'm dabbling with right now. Got my stop losses set on these. I am playing around in the market. I do have some kind of belief that this bull market's not over yet. I'm fearful because of, the historical time frame from the low to the high for Bitcoin. And I'm scared, just like the rest of you guys, that we could be going into a bear market. But with November and October historical data, it's hard for me to want to give up at this point. I've taken profit on the way up. I've made extra gains trading at places like BTCC. So I'm not really worried if we're going into a bear market. But that doesn't mean I don't have, fear for it. I'd like for it to keep going up. I'd like to keep making money in crypto. Historical gains, say 19% gains on average for October. We're at 6 to the downside. We're 6% down. But 46% gains, on the high end of things for November on average. Can we see that? Can we see a big comeback in November? I want to know what you guys think right now. I genuinely want to hear from you guys in the comments down below. So yeah, leave a comment for me. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, guys. Just want to give you guys a quick Crocoin update. Some of my thoughts on this token right now. How I'm playing this market out right now, personally. Trading, if you guys want to do some trading as well, check out BTCC in the pinned comments, in the description, and that sign up bonus below. I'll see you in the next one, guys. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Do your own research as always, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.